Guys, I just spent the last hour and a half watching a movie convinced that I was going to be possessed. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Should You Watch This? My name is Ashley, and to start this off on a lighter note, my first concert ever was the Backstreet Boys. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what your first concert was. I would love to know. Anyways, I asked you guys on Instagram which movie I should watch/review for this series. I think I'm going to do that every week when I do this video. You guys were a lot of help. I couldn't decide. You guys voted between 2 movies, and the movie that won was Demon House. I went into this movie not knowing a single thing about it, and if you guys don't know anything about it, I suggest you go watch this movie if you really want a good scare, if you genuinely want to be scared. Don't watch my review, don't watch any reviews, don't learn anything about this movie before you watch it, and just go into it with a clear mind, because I was terrified. This movie is a 2018 Zak Bagans documentary. If you guys don't know who Zak Bagans is, he is the host of the show Ghost Adventures.
Hey there, demons, it's me, your boy.
A lot of you probably watch that kind of stuff. I don't personally, so I didn't know what to expect. This movie did get a 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb. It came out March 16th, 2018, and all of the actors in this movie are starring as themselves. At the very beginning of this movie, you are posed with a caution. You are given a warning, and this warning essentially states that possession can happen through different means, and one of them being pretty much watching this movie. I did not like that. This is the first time while watching a movie I have been posed with the fear of being possessed by watching a movie, and I'm here alone, okay? I watched this movie with a crucifix in my hands. Very quickly, I'm going to show you guys my reaction to this movie so that you know what I experienced, and then we're going to discuss the movie afterwards. What I am not going to do is give you an immense amount of spoilers, but what I am going to do is give you things to look for in the movie and things to pay attention to for certain times so that you can be as spooked as I was. So let's get to the reaction. Y'all, I am not a religious person whatsoever, but like the warnings on this movie has me watching it with this damn cross with me because homie, do not play those games. Guys, I truly have a bad feeling watching this. I don't know why, and I don't know why I'm having so much anxiety watching this movie, and I don't... Like, my chest feels so heavy. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's the tripod in the window. Oh my god. My hand is shaking like I don't... Oh my god. I scared myself. I don't fuck with this stuff and I don't believe in any of this stuff, but like the way this is shot is so convincing. Oh my god, please ignore this hair. Okay, for a second I got really fucking freaked out because I'm watching this obviously and I'm scared, but like I thought I heard like voices. I'm shit you not, you guys. So I picked this up and I was like, no. And I thought I heard someone go, yes. And I was like, no. And then I thought I heard someone go, yes. And I was like, absolutely not. Ce n'est pas. I paused the film to go pee. I realized that my neighbor's TV is just up really high and that's what I'm hearing. Boy, do I feel stupid. If I was living at my parents' house, I would have already been running out of my bedroom and ran into their room. This... I'm like biting all the skin off my lip right now. Like, I don't know how I'm going to go about explaining this movie to you guys because if you guys like paranormal stuff, like, you have to watch this. The reason why I'm having so much anxiety is because it's Zak Bagans essentially saw in his dream, a goat man. A 7-foot tall man with a goat head. And if you guys didn't know, goats are my, like, number 2 now biggest fear. Fuck. Okay, I need a minute to, like, decompress after that. So first and foremost, do I think you should watch this movie? I certainly do. I thought this was a great movie. Like I said, not knowing anything about it really made a difference. I did not know what to expect, so I certainly felt something. I'm just gonna go ahead and read you guys the notes that I took, because when I do this series, I do take a lot of notes when I watch movies to give you guys like an accurate review, you know. So first and foremost, Zak Bagans did purchase the house that the Ammons, whatever their name was, hauntings happened in. And if you guys want to know more about them, please go ahead, and I do encourage you to search up this whole phenomenon. A lot of people did think it was a hoax, but after all of the things that I saw, I don't think it was a hoax. I didn't feel right watching this movie, as you guys probably saw from my review. Not even like a review, like a reaction, you know? Like I know that I didn't film much, but I just wanted to like let you guys into what I felt while watching this movie, and I did feel genuine terror. I'm here alone. I literally just finished this movie not even an hour ago, and I just gave myself a little bit of time to process it before I talk to you guys about it. So, moving on. From now on, there will be a little bit of spoilers, but I'm not going to like ruin the movie for you. In the beginning of this movie, when you guys are seeing the Ammons, I'm sorry about the pronunciation of that name. When you're learning about the family, you see what they went through in that house. And at one point, apparently, a children's aid worker, and I believe it was a police officer, witnessed the child climb the wall after being confronted that it was not the child. So, if that doesn't keep you up at night, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Did you think that someone was walking up the wall and stuff?
I saw the video that Chief Miller filmed.
You saw the video?
Yeah.
Now going back to when I said that it could be a hoax, some of the things that could have led, like the environmental factors, could have led to the children acting like out in the way that they were acting, such as like asbestos and black mold in the house could have made the children act a little crazy. As if, you know what, I'm just going to find the clip and I'm going to insert it here so that it's a little more clear for you guys. Like it can cause dizziness and like unclarity in the mind and make the child overall unwell. So
On top of this, I had the house inspected, and the inspector found mold and other things that could have had a psychological effect on the residents.
So what does the house contain? Asbestos, black mold, everything?
Pretty much, you know, but it's not all, you know, circulating in the air. Like the black mold is up in the attic. So there's probably carbon monoxide leaking out of the furnace, the water heater exhaust, and it goes up into the chimney, you know, which goes up the levels, the floors of the house. So that, you know, that can, you know, seep out.
Can that make you feel dizzy or euphoric?
Oh, for sure.
one thing that did make me feel super unsettled with this movie was the fact that in many different occasions when encountering this entity, the characters, not even characters, the people in this documentary were being overcome with aggression and anger, and the overhead cameras, and like when no one else is filming, it's just them interacting, but it's the overhead cameras, you can see the aggression that this thing is causing them to act out. And just, I don't know, seeing these people be overcome with something they can't control, that's what's scary. I don't like that the fact that it's real life and that it's an ongoing investigation and people know about this house and they were warned not to go in this house. And throughout the movie, I believe twice, Zak even says that this movie is cursed because every single person who has encountered the house, who encountered anything to do with this movie, fell ill, tried to commit suicide, was murdered, motorcycle accidents, plenty. I'm telling you, like, something in that house was not Gucci. It was more Coach. Are you feeling me? So fast forward into the movie, you're going to meet Dr. Taff, and he was a pretty cool character in this film. So like I mentioned, a lot of people who were involved in this film fell ill, and a lot of things happened to them because of the filming of this movie. A cameraman fell ill, started vomiting blood. Dr. Taff, his organs actually ended up failing all at once. He said it was systematically, it started with one and they all went. He was recovering, and I think he's fine, but he wasn't fine for a while.
A short time after returning home, Dr. Taff's organs began to shut down one by one. Being in overall good health, the doctors cannot explain the cause of this.
So they started telling me my organs are shutting down and failing. All my organs started shutting down. My prostate, massive infection, my kidneys, my liver, my bladder was infected, and my whole body was failing. But I mean, it was collectively, it wasn't like a little here, boom, 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 boom. It's like a cascade. This, boom, 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 poof.
Another scary thing was the cameraman that ended up leaving. He couldn't be involved in the movie anymore. Guided Zak into the bathroom of the house, pointed to the mirror, told him to break it, and use the mirror to kill himself.
The very next day, he tells me to go into the bathroom of the house, to smash the mirror, and to slit my throat with the broken glass. He's no longer himself, and after a couple days of this, I have no choice but to remove him from my crew.
But it wasn't him, like, he's being possessed, you know, he's being influenced. Allegedly. Allegedly! So eventually Zak locks himself in the house. He barricades himself. This is near the end of the movie. If you guys don't want to hear spoilers, please fast forward a little bit. He barricades himself in the house. They block all the doors and everything, and the police officer, he essentially says, if you need me, you were gonna have to call, because I'm going to have to get the fire department to get you out. And he does eventually need someone to get him out. Things that are unclear about this movie was the goat man. Yeah, I don't fucking like goats. He was just kind of like an actor dressed up as it, so it caused you more fear watching it than it probably was. It wasn't a real thing. Two things I will mention to timestamp out for you. 1 hour and 20 minutes into this movie, if you pause around that time, you will notice a blue orb in the video. It is just a video of the room itself, and there's just a little blue orb in the screen. I noticed that. That was the first orb that I noticed in the movie. There was probably way more throughout the movie, but I just didn't pick it up. Secondly, 1 hour and 27 minutes into the movie, the screen is full of orbs, and this is when Zak has made camp in the bedroom, and he's sitting on the bed, and through his camera he can see a bunch of orbs, and eventually there is a terrifying cow noise, and I had to pause it and for a second, because that really shook me up. So after all was said and done, Zak, after being in that house, felt really bad eye pain, and apparently is now suffering with permanent eye damage, vision damage. Adam, the cameraman, is not doing well. Apparently he is gone off the rails. He got 666 tattooed on both of his hands, where he felt the entity touch him, and Dr. Taff is still recovering, but apparently still does have health problems. So big ups to you, Dr. Taff. So one thing that really stuck with me throughout this whole story was the fact that he did say that the story was cursed. And that's why I was like, nay, nay, with that crucifix, nay, nay. I don't fuck with that kind of stuff. And I'm going to tell you a quick little story. Jacob and I, my friend Jacob, this summer, we actually made a whole video playing with a Ouija board. And I was pretty spooked. I know some of the rules, the proper rules on how to operate a Ouija board. We made sure to turn all the furniture so that no seats were present to invite anything in. and like we did it. We put salt around us and we were very precautious. And I mean, I was scared, so I wasn't taking it seriously. I was like, Violent J, Shaggy Tuno, ICP, like, you know, like shit like that. And when I went to go and, you know, upload or edit the video and upload the footage to my computer, 2 of the 3 files had been deleted and the 3rd file was corrupt. I didn't do that. I stopped the camera and the videos were there as we were recording it, and when I was here by myself, they were gone. So, I don't know. So, back to the movie. Overall, would I recommend this? I certainly would. If you guys love paranormal stuff, if you guys love possession stories, if you guys just love ghost hunters and Zak Bagans overall, please give this movie a watch. It is a definite thumbs up from me. I think it deserves more of a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10, and not a 5 out of 10. I mean, it was a documentary, so I did find the acting kind of cheesy at some points, just on Zak's behalf, but I know that he's like a TV person, so maybe it's a little bit harder for him to translate onto film. But with my little cat rating system, I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 3 cats. I liked it. I was genuinely scared, and I think that you guys will be too. Please go into this movie with an open mind. Please do as little research as you can before watching it, and please keep in mind that it's cursed. So, if you guys like this video, if you guys enjoyed this series, please give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out episode 1, which was an NSFW nightmare. And please don't forget to subscribe and do the thing with notifications. I don't know what it does, but it might help you see my face a little more often. So, in saying that, I will see you guys in my next video. Oh my god. Sayonara, suckers.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Only shooting stars break the mold. And they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the